Hey guys, welcome back to the Dev Show. I'm here with my second in-house interview guest, David Green. David, it's been a while. How are you?
I'm good. It's good to see you, buddy.
It's great to see you. Everybody has so much going on now, and you're one of the people that I see most on Facebook who's always got something going on. So tell us a little bit about, after this reopening, what you went about.
We've been busy. So we've just finished the fourth annual Garden City Comedy Festival, which took place in June. So that was a lot of work and a lot of fun. So we did 6 shows in 4 nights. Then now we're getting back into the summertime, so we're doing back with the outdoor shows in Grimsby. We're doing comedy night in Grimsby every Wednesday night in Coronation Park. Free family-friendly comedy shows, which is always a lot of fun. Yeah. And then we're coming up to next on Saturday, July 30th. We got back with comedy night in Pelham too for the first show back since the pandemic.
That's fantastic, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to that. All of the inside comic group that runs deep throughout Niagara. So, okay, let's go into your more personal life. No.
Personal?
No, I don't know. So you have another little David Green on the way.
I got a little girl.
Another little girl.
Yeah, she's a girl, gonna be here.
And you're excited.
I'm very excited. August 20th, she's due.
August, oh my.
I know.
That's actually, oh wow.
Very soon.
And everybody in the community knows about Charlotte.
Yeah.
And how has it been being on the road now as a father?
That was one of the good things about when COVID happened. Like for me personally, is I got to spend a lot of time at home, like when she was born, and the first few months and everything. So that was amazing. Even though now I'm back on the road a lot. It sucks because you get to leave and people. I don't want to tuck her into bed at night and all that kind of fun stuff, but. It's fun. Like I did a show in Pelham on Saturday. I got to bring her out to my gig, and she came on stage with me, and that was pretty cool having her involved with that.
And she's not a shy one. Or...
She's not on stage. She gets shy sometimes around people because obviously she's not been around people as much as older kids would have. Because she goes to daycare Mondays and Tuesdays, but sometimes she you give her a few minutes to warm up to people, then she's completely fine. But sometimes at first she might be a little nervous, but she gets over it pretty quick.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So, tell us a little bit more about the show that's coming up in Pelham. What are the details about that?
So, back in the comedy night in Pelham at the Meridian Community Centre, which is like state-of-the-art facility up on that we just built a few years ago. We had a bunch of sold-out shows pre-pandemic, so it's been very excited to get back to it. And Jeff Leeson, who's my favourite comic working, always puts on an amazing show. I got myself hosting. We have KD, who's been killing it lately, a local comic, opening things up. Nathan Texera coming down from Kitchener-Waterloo, and he's been killing it lately. He just opened for Tim Meadows not too long ago. And then we've also got a local performer named Bernie Law, who's a bit of an older gentleman, and he's always been his dream to try stand-up comedy. Yeah. And so he's going to make his professional stand-up comedy debut at the show, and people are pretty excited about it.
Yeah, that's awesome. And through the pandemic, did you see a lot of people doing that, breaking into comedy for the first time?
I think so. I think a lot of people, even now, there's a bunch more comedians, like, because they had the time to sit back and they're then like, okay, like, who knows what's going to happen? Like, if I'm going to try it, I should try it now. So, it's going to give a lot of people to push. And
did you have a lot of time? Like, did you use your time wisely? Did you come up with a lot of new material? What's under your belt?
I joined a writer's workshop on Zoom. So I came with a lot of new material. I put out a new album a couple of months ago. So it's all material that I've come up with in the last year and a half called Pandemic. And I focused on a lot of making video content and then built my following online. So I think I got 9.4 million views so far in the videos I have put up. But just trying to diversify different things online. Even now, even though the pandemic's, either way. But even if things are... Live shows are all back. I'm still doing Zoom events and virtual events too, so it's nice that a new revenue stream has opened up that I didn't really know about before.
And it's just that. A lot of people had to navigate this for the first time, including myself, and I remember when it was new, everything over Zoom and stuff, you especially were navigating that day in and day out, especially with the game shows that you were doing, and you were just incorporating really everybody, and we're kind of a pioneer of that, so that's cool in itself.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We did the live Quizine with David Green, which is cool, the interactive quiz show, which is so much work to do, and no money. It didn't pay any. It cost a lot of money to do it, so it wasn't sustainable, but I don't know, it was fun to do and get people in the community coming out to do it. I'm doing as well, even now too. On Friday, I'm headlining the Failed to Render Comedy Club in virtual reality, which is, I never even would have thought of, even, I don't know, never even crossed my mind. I didn't even know what virtual reality was beforehand, and now I'm headlining a show with like, a club and getting paid to perform, and like from people there in the crowd. It's like, we just did a show on Monday. There were 3 Niagara comics in this virtual reality comedy room, which is based in Texas, but people all over the world are joining, so it's pretty cool to be a part of. Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have anything more international, or do you have any plans across the border?
Internationally, I'm not sure. I'd like to go perform in England at some point. I mean to go on vacation. I want to take my kids to go see my grandparents and meet them. So that's the goal. And then once I'm over there, I'd like to do some shows. But right now, I'm just focusing. We had a meeting yesterday about the next year's festival, so we're already hard at work putting that together. Looks like we're going to do May 27th. We're going to lock that date in for the theatre. And working on a script at the moment for. It was originally going to be a short film, but now it might turn into like a sitcom series type of thing. I can't say too much about it, but we're working on a script and a series, some filmed content. Nice. So looking forward to that.
Very nice. That's awesome. That's always a fun journey that you go down. I mean, you've been doing that as well. Films, short films. We worked on Olde Towne together, and then before that, you worked on the Gorge short film, and that's another thing that I think is really awesome, and that I'll keep going down that route because I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, no, it's fun to you just hang out with your friends and making thoughts. Like, it's the funnest thing in the world. Again, it's a lot of work and it's stressful at times, but it's all worth it once it all comes together. And plus, all the ones we've done, like, we know they're not perfect, but we've been learning experiences as well. We're on a small budget, small crew. And then you take what you learn from that one and move on to the next one and hopefully improve every time. And just make sure you're enjoying yourself while you're doing it.
And so if you had to call some people out now who you've just seen that are really killing it and, I don't know, made tremendous progress, who would you say those people would be? In your opinion, I know it's hard to single people out, but...
Yeah, well, I'm thinking locally in Niagara, I'd say one of the... Chris MacArthur is a new guy that just started not too long ago, but he's right from the get-go. You can see he's put the work in, he's working hard, he's taking it seriously. So he's been really funny, and looking forward to seeing how he progresses. Zach Shade, who he's doing the show with tonight in Grimsby with us. Just seeing how, like, he's been doing it for a while now, a few years, but just the last year, just the progression of how he's improved and the work he's put in. You can see how more confident he is on stage now too. So it's awesome to see him, I can see the levels of progression, and you're like, yeah, attaboy. KD, again, is another one, started not too long ago. She just had a 1-year comedy anniversary just last week, and she's been killing it, not just in Niagara, but all across Ontario too, and making a name for herself. So
I was there for her debut. Was the Taps on Tuesday, right?
I think her first one was originally in Welland originally. Some Lux in the basement of a faux restaurant.
No, I wasn't there.
No, I think that might have been a second one.
Right. Yeah. But Taps on Tuesday. Do you have anything going on with Taps?
Yeah, I was there. I was there last week, and then the week before. Last couple of weeks, I've been performing there. Yeah, but it's a great place to try out new material. So I always pop in when I can work on some new stuff.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's all about working on new material. So Garden City Comedy Festival. The goal with that is to really represent Niagara and obviously, Garden City. So more St. Catharines, right? So tell me a little bit about St. Catharines per se, and the scene over there as opposed to here. Is it the same? Is there like...
it's more like Niagara, basically. Yeah. I just couldn't call it the Niagara Falls Comedy Festival, because technically that name is already taken. And St. Catharines, it's a huge city, and there's always great shows going around. It needs a festival. So let's make one happen. And it all came together pretty quickly once we had the idea, and it was a lot of work, but we've had all the community comics coming together, make it happen. It's been very rewarding and exciting to see where it takes us to. We're trying to expand the team and then bring in bigger names and bigger theatres and bigger shows. So
Did you ever think about maybe doing any televised or recorded shows?
That's what we've been talking about, starting our own digital record label and putting out digital content as well with the festival. And then it comes to bigger names too. We met with a couple of other comics, and we think about who do we want to see here in Canada, and we want to focus on Canadian talent too, and Canadian top talent. We don't just want to bring in celebrity names. We want to make sure the shows are high quality, hilarious shows, so people go home thinking that was a great night out. I want to do it again. Yeah. So promoting the top Canadian talent. So we've been bouncing around a few names and we're putting out some feelers on who might be interested to come and see. And yeah, and then plus we're expanding out to the bigger theatres too, because we're in a 300-seat venue right now, and then we want to move next year to the 800-seat venue. So yeah.
And how has the participation been?
It's been great. It was great. We did 6 shows in 4 days. 3 of them sold out, and the rest were all very well attended. And yeah, and this was by far the most stressful one because it was all very rushed and put together. Just because we were usually this festival's in the spring, and we had lockdown, shut down. You weren't allowed to do anything, and then finally things opened up, and we only had like an hour and a month and a half to plan everything. Usually, like now, we're planning for next year already, like 9 months in advance.
But I know you. It's like you're calm and collective on stage, and then behind the scenes, you're working like a madman. Yeah, and it's like it's admirable.
It's like a duck, like calm on top of the water, underneath paddling like crazy, you know.
And that's all a part of it. And before we wrap up, I want to get your message to say comics who are breaking into the scene, who want to break into the scene, or maybe even someone who's in Niagara who happens to be seeing this that has never even occurred to them, and now they're pondering it. What would you say to them?
I'd say, first of all, go attend the show, see the show, speak to the comedians and chat with them. Don't be shy. Everybody's friendly. Nobody's going to, everyone's friendly and supportive around here. And then if you're thinking of trying it, I'd say do it as soon as possible. Don't keep putting it off, waiting for the perfect show. If you want to try it, just get up there, and then, if you enjoy it, you'll get that feeling you'll want to do it again. And just immerse yourselves in as many shows as possible. Keep going out to shows. Try and learn from the other comics you see on stage, what they're doing, what to do, what not to do. Yep. And the more, it's just anything. Practice makes perfect. Just keep doing it as much mic time as underneath you, and make sure you're having fun while you're doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's fantastic. Tell us, where can we go to get tickets? Where can we go to follow along with Garden City?
Yeah, you go to GardenCityComedyFestival.com is our website. You can follow us on Facebook, facebook.com/Garden City Comedy Festival, or Instagram.com/ you'll never guess, but Garden City Comedy Festival.
There you go. You heard it here. All right, guys. Make sure you check it out on Facebook. And do you post any content on YouTube much? A little bit?
Well, yeah, there's some videos on there. Yeah,
there's some videos. So go on the web, check it out. Go buy your tickets, and stay tuned for Pelham, where Jeff Leeson is going to be headlining, and that's in 10 days. So go get your tickets now. David, I really appreciate it.
Thanks, buddy. Great to see you.
Cheers.